every single day. I will always think of you, no matter whatever you do, no matter what you'll do. I will always have you in mind. You're the only one that I can find. I really want you to see. I'll see you, you'll see me. We see each other standing by each other's sides. Oh, yes.
Really dark. So it's November the 27th. It was the evening. It looked really peaceful. You could see the people coming back home from the park. You could see the stars in the sky. And you could definitely see aircraft going into land at the airfield nearby. Then Mars came about and said, "Hey Scott, you want to go to the park for an evening walk?" And I said, "Why not?" So we both went for a walk, and of course, Catty Boy had to come along too. So, us three, we were walking to the park. Once we got there, Mars had pointed out a path that he says that it'll lead to the other side of the park, except it goes through the bush. So, down that path we went. Along the way, things got darker as we travelled down further. You could still see the stars in the sky. But as we went further down the path, it got slightly deeper, and eventually it was like really dark. We could barely see where we were going down the path. Mars was like, "Don't worry. Just let your night vision settle in first, and then you'll be able to see your way through." And so, we all waited. About 10 minutes later, we begin to notice our surroundings. And Martha said, "Come on, let's continue." And so we continued. We know it's like, it would normally take about half an hour for your sight to fully adjust into the dark. But since it's only been 10 minutes of waiting, we couldn't really see too much. Along the way, Catty Boy had accidentally tripped over a twig, but luckily I was able to catch him before he fell down. What a relief! He would have hurt himself then, because you might never know how uneven the ground could be. Also along the way, there were some owls and there were these moths as well. And they almost flew right into us, because they weren't really expecting us to be around. So we kept dodging them as much as we can, trying to make out their resemblance. And trust me, those moths were huge. They were about the size of your hand. I know, that's a huge moth. In about half an hour after we had stopped further back from down the path, we could then see what was going on around us. Then I was like, it looks like we're in the middle of nowhere. Then Ma said, don't worry, I know exactly where we are going. You just have to trust me on this one. Just follow me and don't worry, we'll definitely be out of here in time. And so, we followed him. But then, just as we were about to approach the uphill part of the path, there was only one thing that stood in our way, and that was just a small creek. You might think, creeks normally have like a shallow and narrow line across it, but think again, one part of it was like very wide, and you had to be careful of how you can get across. Mars then told me, I've been through this problem before. Obviously you can't like jump across to the other side, otherwise you'd just fall into the water. So there is a special path I know that if you do exactly what I do, then you'll be able to make it across. So just try your best. That's the least you can do. And so we took a path that went around the wide part of the creek. But as we came across it, the ground really started to get uneven. So Mars had shown us how he gets across. What you have to do is that you have to take the 5-step move. So what you do is you take 1 step diagonally to the left, the 2nd step towards the right, 3rd step over, 4th step diagonally to the right, and the last one towards the left. Then as Mars got to a safe spot on the other side, he told us, do you reckon you can have a go at that? And so I was the first to try it out. So I tried to remember what Mars has said. I talked it through as I had gone along. 1 step diagonally to the left. 2nd step to the right. 3rd step over the creek line we go. 4th step diagonally to the right. 5th step towards the left. And I made my way upwards towards where Mars was standing. Then I called out to Catty Boy, come on Tim, you got this. So, he tried his best. 1 step diagonally to the left, 2nd step to the right, 3rd step over, but then as he was about to do his 4th step, he started to slip. So I had no choice but to go back down and help him, even if that meant I would be slipping over as well. I did slip over, but I managed to help Catty Boy out from away from the creek. But as I realised it, I got a bit of a soggy bottom. But that's okay. It's the helping out that really counts. So I helped myself back up, and just a few moments later, we were back in the park again on the other side. What an interesting adventure. We should do this again someday. And there you have it. That was your 11th episode of The Liberators. Stay tuned for the 12th, where it'll be titled From Grandpa. I'm JetTail, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Every single day I will always think of you. No matter whatever you do, no matter what you're through, I will always have you in mind. You're the only one that I can find. I really want you to see. I'll see you, you see me. We see each other standing by each other's sides.